Welcome to the XFO Intelligence Podcast channel, and thank you for tuning in to the Family Office Complex Q series. Today we're exploring a critical topic, beyond the founder's shadow, navigating the governance chasm in multi-generational family wealth. Let's dive right in. For the first generation of self-made wealth creators, success often comes from speed, intuition, and centralized control. Founders move fast, relying on informal agreements and personal oversight. This model works wonders for creating wealth. But when the founder steps back, that informality can become the family's biggest liability. The transition from a founder-led enterprise to a multi-generational institution requires a shift from personality-driven control to rules-based governance. When this transition fails, the next generation faces what we call the governance chasm: fragile records, information asymmetry, and a bottlenecked wealth structure under a single controlling branch. So, what are the key vulnerabilities? First, the illusion of informal intent. Founders may leave informal notes, memos, or letters outlining their wishes. But without formal legal structures, informal intent carries no legal weight. When it comes to statutory registries, legal titles, and ownership laws, only formal documentation stands. Second, the gatekeeper bottleneck and information asymmetry. As the founder steps back, control often concentrates under a single gatekeeper, typically someone aiming to maintain stability or protect the legacy. But this gatekeeper can restrict information flow, leaving other family members in the dark and fueling suspicion. Third, the cross-border regulatory squeeze. Global regulatory frameworks like AML, KYC, and economic substance regulations demand full transparency. Informal, personality-driven structures are now massive liabilities, risking fines, asset freezes, or forced liquidation. So how can the next generation navigate this chasm? Key insights. 1. Legal reality supersedes historical intent. The focus must shift from validating informal notes to documenting the statutory reality of the holdings. 2. Incentives drive behavior, not morality. The gatekeeper isn't necessarily malicious, just rational within a system that lacks rules. Change their incentives, and transparency emerges naturally. 3. Bypass the choke point, don't attack it. Instead of direct confrontation, build a coalition across branches, using objective data, shifting the power balance without conflict. 4. Replace personality with architecture. Build a system, trusts, family constitutions that operates on rules, not personalities. Let's talk strategy, the 4-phase framework for next-gen security. Phase 1. The silent probe. Engage independent counsel, outside the family's regular lawyers, and verify the legal baseline through cross-border registry searches. Objective data is your foundation. Phase 2. The lateral coalition. Bring other family branches on board by framing the risk in neutral terms, a shared systemic vulnerability. Phase 3. The protective pivot. Approach the gatekeeper as a partner, not an adversary. Offer a path that relieves them of regulatory burdens while securing everyone's future. Phase 4. Institutionalization. Migrate assets into formal trusts and constitutions, and appoint professional administrators for transparent, rules-based governance. In conclusion, navigating the governance chasm is about becoming a structural engineer, not fighting old battles over informal documents, but engineering resilient wealth architecture. By transitioning from personality-driven control to robust governance systems, families can protect the founder's legacy for generations. We hope this deep dive has been valuable. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the XFO Intelligence Podcast channel. For feedback or more information about our Thought Leadership on Demand service, email us at xfointelligence@gmail.com. Disclaimer: this content is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal, financial, or tax advice. Always consult qualified professionals for multi-jurisdictional family wealth planning.